Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai 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 Gaurango Nitai Nitai Gaurango Gaura Hari Nitai Gaurango Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Nandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Nandana Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari Patita Pavana Gaura Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Ram Jaya Radha Rasbihari Radha Rasbihari Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Rasbihari Radha Rasbihari Sri Radhe Jaya Sita Ram Lachman Jaya Hanuman Sita Ram Lachman Jaya Hanuman Sita Ram Lachman Jaya Sita Ram Lachman Jaya Hanuman Sita Ram Lachman Jaya Hanuman Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Jam Vishnupada Paramsa Parivraj Kacharya Stottar Shatatrimad Vidyavan Grace Savicharana Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Sriladhar Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kau Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Sri Sri Radha RasbihariTemple Vishaka Ji Ki Jai Sri Sri Sitaram Lachman Maan Ki Jai Sri Sri Giraj Govardhan Ki Jai Sri Sri Nitai Gaurahar Ki Jai Sri Mayapur Dham Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham Jai Sri Jagannath Dham Jai Sri Ayodhyapuri Dham Jai Sri Ganga Maya Yamuna Mai Ki Jai श्री भक्ति देव तुलसी देव की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, इस्कॉन वर्तमान गोविंद की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम जय, श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. जब भी ओम को उच्चारण करते हैं, we try to bring the voice from the navel. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we will discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 82, entitled Krishna meets the inhabitants of Vrindavan, text 32 to 35. 35, no? Which one? 35. Okay. We'll read from the 32, we'll combinedly recite 35. Okay. Tam drishta vrishnayo drishta tanvah pranamivojita parishasrijare chagadham SriRadhaRasbihariTemple katara. Seeing Nanda, the Vrishnis were delighted and stood up like the dead bodies coming back to life. Having felt much distress at not seeing him for long, they held him in tight embrace. Vasudeva parishvajya samprita prema vivala smaran kamsa krutan kleshan putranyasam cha gokule. Vasudeva embraced Nanda Maharaja with great joy. Beside himself, with ecstatic love, Vasudeva remembered the troubles Kamsa had caused him, forcing him to leave his sons in Gokula for their safety. Krishna Ramo Parishvajya Pitara Vibhavajyacha Na kinchano chatu premna sasrikancho kurudvaha. O hero of the Kurus, the Krishna and Balaram embraced their foster parents and bowed down to them, but their throats were so choked up with the tears of love that the true lords could say nothing. So light out. Tau 35, repeat with me. Tau Atmasanam Aropya Babhubhyam Parirabhyata Yashodata Mahabhaga Sutau Vijahuto Shuchaha Tavatmasanam Aropya Bahubhyam Parirabhyacha Yashodacha Mahabhaga Sutau Vijahuto Shuchaha Tavatmasanam Aropya Bahubhyam Parirabhyata Yashodacha Mahabhaga Suto Vijahitu Shuchaha Tavatmasanam Aropya बाहुभ्यां परिरभ्य च यशोदा च महाभागा सुतौ विजयधुतुश्रुतः तावासनम् आरोप्य बाहुभ्यां परिरभ्य च यशोदा च महाभागा सुतौ विजयधुतुश्रुतः तावात्मासनमारोप्य बाहुभ्यां परिरभ्य च यशोदा च महाभागा सुतौ विजयधुतुश्रुतः तावात्मासनमारोप्य बाहुभ्यां परिरभ्य च यशोदा च महाभागा सुतौ विजयधुतुश्रुतः। माताजी, तावात्मसनम् आरोप्य बाहुभ्यां परिरभ्य च यशोदा च महाभागा शुचौ विजयधुतुश्रुतः। Now, the two of them Atmasanam onto their laps, Aropya rising, Bahubhyam with their arms, Parirabhya embracing Cha and Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, Cha also Mahabhaga, saintly, Sutau, their sons, Vijayhutu, they gave up Sutaha, their sorrow. Raising their two sons onto their laps and holding them in their arms, Nanda and saintly Mother Yashoda forgot their sorrow. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains that after the initial embraces and obeisances, Vasudeva led Nanda and Yashoda into his tent as they held the hands of Krishna and Balaram. Following them inside were Rohini, other women and men of Braja, and number of attendants. Inside, Nanda and Yashoda took the two boys on their laps. Despite having heard the glories of the two lords of Dwaraka, and despite seeing these opulences now before their eyes, Nanda and Yashoda looked upon them as if they were still their 8-year-old children. Thank you. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangham Langhayate Girim Yatkurpatamam Bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Mandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachyatya Desatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to all wonderful devotees of the Lord. The discussion continues. After quite a long period, many years, decades gone, there was full solar eclipse. So full solar eclipse doesn't come very frequently, very rare. So when the solar eclipse itself very auspicious, and full solar eclipse itself more auspicious. That's why on that time, people perform the pious activity, giving the charity to the Brahmanas, devotees, and getting the benefit blessing from them. Any pious activity done during the time of the solar eclipse is counted very auspicious. That's why when everybody understood that after quite a long decades it has come, the pious full solar eclipse, all the Yadvanshis, Vrishnis, Bhojas, all from Dwaraka, they came to Kurukshetra, which is a very auspicious place. In the Bhagavad-gita also, first chapter, first verse says that Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is the very place bestowed with the spiritual power. It is place of the Dharma. They came there understanding that Yadus and Vrishnis and Bhoja, all the three dynasties, and also along with Krishna and Balaram, came to Kurukshetra for performing the yajna. When this news spread all over, then Yashoda and Nanda Baba in Vrajavasis also come to know that, oh, Krishna is there. Anyway, Krishna is not coming to us. Let us go and see him. There was a reason why Krishna was, though he was a prince, he was not a king, though we call Dwarakadhish. Dwarakadhish was who? Ugrasen. Krishna never was a king. The true reason. Why? Because he wanted to give honor to the Ugrasen was elderly person, grandson, grandfather, and also there is a curse for the Edu dynasty. Nobody can become king in the Edu dynasty. Yayati Maharaj story, we have to go back. When Yayati he had 5 sons, when he was cursed by Shukracharya to become old, why he was cursed, another story comes up. So he was cursed. Then he asked for the forgiveness. Please forgive me. I did not commit any mistake intentionally against your daughter. Yayati married the daughter of Shukracharya. So finally Shukracharya forgave him and said, one condition that if somebody is ready to give his youth to you and you take this your old age to him, I give permission. He asked all the sons, Yadu Maharaj and everybody, no. You already enjoy the material life and you already at the age, coming to the age of old age. And you are still young boys. How can you ask your sons to give the youth to you and they take your old age? Nobody likes to take the old age, is it? Old age is a curse, it's not a good thing. But nobody agreed. But the youngest one, Puru, he agreed. But okay. When he agreed, then that's why he said that no one in the Edu dynasty can become a king in future. As such, though Krishna Balaram powerful, Lord Sri Krishna, Supreme Lord, understand that conditions. He is above the any curse, but still you want to maintain the curse given by the any Brahmanical personality. Why I say Brahminical personality means whether the gone days even the kings used to be, those are Kshatriyas, but still they are called, still they are maintaining the Brahminical qualities. They used to govern the country under the direction of the spiritual master, Brahminical. Like nowadays, the president of the country got the scientific advisor, economic advisors. You know it. They administer the country on the advice of the specialized advisors. In the same way, in the gone days also, Brahmins are expert in the particular department, Vedas. Therefore, they used to work as advisors, and the advice of the Brahmanas, they used to. That's why the kings those days used to call a Raja Rishis, though the king at the same time is a saintly person, Rishi also. So Krishna being the Supreme Lord wanted to maintain that because I said he never became a king of the either Mathura or Dwaraka. So, and he wanted to see why sometimes people say why Krishna could not go to Vrindavan. Mathura and Vrindavan, how much is distance? Even if you walk 2 hours, you can walk there, is it? But didn't go. When he come to Dwaraka also, he didn't go there because he can sit in the chariot and go, no problem. But he wanted to give the benefit of separation. Our bhakti in the Gaudiya Sampradaya is in the mood of what? How do you do the bhakti? Separation. Arajyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasana Vrajavadhu Varge Naya Kalpita. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given us. Vrajavadhu gopis, in the mood of the gopis, how they remembered Krishna, how they worshipped Krishna in separation. In separation, we remember the beloved more than when we are together. When wife goes on once in a year to mother's house, husband going to office never asks, how are you? Take it granted she is there, no problem. But when goes mother's house, which in India it happens, so every day morning when he gets up, oh, she is not there, no tea. Breakfast, oh, she is not there. The whole day he will remember her wife, oh, when she is going to come back. When she was there, he was not at all caring, not even asking, how are you? So in separation, we remember more. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that we should perform our bhakti in the mood of gopis. Gopis performed in separation. Why they have to separation worshipping the Krishna Balaram was separation? Because though the gopis were very purified, gopi itself, goete piyate iti gopi. The one who drink the milk of Krishna, rasa, with all senses, means remembering Krishna in all the time by manasa, vacha, karmana. So that they are the gopis, means any pure devotee is a gopi or gopa. They all are the pure devotees. But Lord wanted that any karma left with them, that must be burnt out. So that they will not take birth again. Karmani nirdhayati kinchita bhakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. That being the reason, Lord Krishna wanted them to always remember in separation, so that they will not take birth again. Lord wanted to give them all the opportunity of going back to Golok Vrindavan along with him, but for that they have to be ready, purely qualified. The qualification is that no karma should be left. When Krishna was away from Vrindavan, at what age Krishna left Vrindavan? What was his age? 10 years, around 8 months. Not even 11 years. So at the very earliest, 10 years, still a child. But Krishna Balaram left, never come back. So, the parents, Nanda Baba and Yashoda, foster parents, and Vrajavasis, everybody, Gopas and Gopis, always constantly remember Krishna. There is no other business other than to remember Krishna. Previously, they used to remember Krishna with them in union, but now in separation, they are constantly remembering. By that remembrance, there any karma left behind that will be burned to ashes. Then of pure souls it is. To make them pure soul. You see the Uddhav, when Uddhav came to Vraj to teach them transcendental knowledge, he was talking the transcendental knowledge, but when he saw the gopis and gopas always remembering Krishna, seeing anything, they are comparing with Krishna, which is famous as Brahmar Gita in Bhagavatam, one of the chapters. Having seen them, that what transcendental knowledge I should give them. They are always transcendentally situated, they always remember the Supreme Lord. In the thought of Supreme Lord, they left home and they are always thinking of Krishna. That's the highest stage of the devotional service. That's why Krishna wanted, Uddhav wanted that, I want to at least become servant of the gopis. I want to pay my humble obeisance to the lotus feet of the gopis, even to the extent that wherever the footprints are there, I want to pay obeisance so that I too can become purified. So gopis are not ordinary personalities, but Lord wanted them become more purified. So that's why, though nearby, he didn't go, given opportunity. And all the Brajavasis remember constantly, they have only one business for them, when we can meet Krishna. When the opportunity has come, they come to know that Krishna and Balarama and along with the parents are in Kurukshetra. Nanda Baba and Yashoda and other Gopas and Gopis also came to Kurukshetra. Seeing Nanda and Vrishnis were delighted and stood up like dead bodies. So when Nanda Baba and Yashoda and Vrajavasis came, Vrishnis and Yadu kings who were there, they all are very happy because they are family friends. But they have not seen each other for a long time because of so many political situations. Krishna also knows that if he goes to see the parents, foster parents and Vrajavasis again and again, the enemies of Krishna like Jarasandha and others, they can also harass the Vrajavasis. Lord Krishna doesn't want the devotees to be in a very dangerous situation. That's why he avoided going there. Now, the Vrajavasis came to see Krishna at least. Okay, he is not coming, let us go. When they saw Nanda Baba and everybody, immediately Vrishnis and all those royal families were happy to see him, immediately stood up and embraced him. Vasudeva embraced Nanda Maharaj with great joy. Beside himself with ecstatic love, Vasudeva remembered the troubles comes and caused him. When embraced at the same time, both the tears were coming in the eyes of the Vasudeva and also tears are coming in the eyes of Nanda Baba also. Because of the law, after so many years, they are meeting each other. Vasudeva, because he is feeling so thankful for them, because in the very distressful conditions of his life, when they were imprisoned, possibly no parents want to leave the children, but he had to leave his sons in Gokula. So having understood that, Nanda Baba and Yashoda took care of my sons so nicely, he are showing the gratitude by embracing and showing the tears coming. not artificially, but naturally showing the gratitude. Having felt much distress and not seeing him. Okay. And also at the same time, Vasudeva also remembered how he was troubled by Kamsa. Though he wanted to go and see the children because of fear of Kamsa, he could not go. So remembering all this, what happened in the past, Vasudeva also could have the tears to show that I was in trouble, because afraid of Kamsa, I could not come to see you and my sons. Krishna Ramo Parishwadya Pitara Vibhavita Na Kintit Karo Me Premna Sasukantho Kurudvaha. And Krishna and Balaram also embraced their foster father. Before embracing, they paid obeisance to the lotus feet of Nanda Baba and Yashoda. That's the duty of the children. Nowadays, Kali Yuga, cinema life is coming up. Nowadays, nobody wants to pay obeisance to the parents. In the Padma Puran mentioned that when children circumambulate mother and father and pay obeisance, touching the forehead to the feet of the parents in the morning when they get up and before going to the bed, the Lakshmi Narayan from the Vaikuntha will bless them. In the material world, mother and father are representatives of the Lakshmi Narayan. As the Supreme Lord Narayana creates and maintains this universe and all the living entities, in the same way parents also take care of their children. Is it? They also give the birth and also fully take care of the children. Therefore, Padma Puran very nicely mentioned how the parent-children duty is to pay obeisance so that they get the blessings of Lakshmi Narayan. Therefore, Krishna, Balaram, Supreme Lords, they also paid first obeisance to the lotus feet of the Lord, and immediately, as they are paying obeisance to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they took into their embrace. Out of love, they raising the two sons onto their laps, holding them in the arms, Nanda and saintly Mother Yashoda forgot their sorrow. They were suffering in separation, but still when they saw the children, they are happy to. In the material world, there nothing can remain for eternally, neither happiness nor the distress. There is no happiness. As Srila Prabhupada says that this is not the place for happiness or residing. Get out of this world. Many purports Srila Prabhupada. There is no happiness. The so-called little happiness, we have to struggle very hard to get that happiness. For example, in the summer where it is very hot, if I want to get air condition, not everybody can just go shop and buy the air conditioner. Is it? A common man, he has to save money every month, maybe 5 or 6 months, then he will be able to buy one air conditioner, cutting the expenditure somehow here and there. And when you get the air conditioner, you feel that, oh, now I am happy. I got the air conditioner in summer, I am okay. But when after 1 month you get the electricity bill, oh, too much money, too much electricity bill. Then what we say? Oh, before going to bed, I will switch on the air conditioner 1 hour. The room become cool, then I sleep after that, doesn't matter it. We struggle hard to get one air conditioner, after that also we can't enjoy completely. That's why Prabhupada mentioned that there is no happiness in the material world. In relation to the happiness, we think that how much we have to suffer it is. That's why no one should, the happiness in the material world is like illusion, it is. But meeting with Krishna and Balaram, anything in relation to Krishna, Supreme Lord Krishna and Balaram, it is not a material, it is a transcendental. So they are transcendentally happy, and transcendental Nanda Baba and Yashoda also transcendentally with Krishna and Balaram all the time. Abhinattam Nama Namani. When the Rajavasis were always thinking of Krishna and Balaram. So constantly they were in association with Krishna and Balaram. Now, because of the constant thinking, now they are able to see the Supreme Lord personally, face to face. They are so over happy. That's why, out of ecstasy, motherly and parental love, they took into their laps. Though they are now more little boys, but for the mother, we may become 60 years old. For the mother, we look like a small children only. Huh? Ask the mothers, they will know it. Children may grow old, but for the mother, you don't look like a small little baby. Sometimes they give advice, go safely. So here also, though Krishna Balaram grown up now, the crown princess they are, but still the Yashoda and Nanda Baba took them into the laps. Only children can be taken to the laps. Now here, the princes are taken to the laps. Jai Sri Sri Radha ki jai, Sri Ram Lachman ki jai, Govind ki jai. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that after the initial embraces and obeisances, Vasudeva and Nanda Baba and Yashoda into tent. Vasudeva led Nanda Baba and Yashoda into their tent, so that other ladies and they can also meet him. The royal family lady won't come unnecessarily. Okay. So they have to, that's why we call it Antapura. Whether they are in the camp or in the royal palace, ladies' place is separate, they call Antapura. So Vasudeva led Nanda Baba and Yashoda to their Antapur, into the tent, and they held the hands of Krishna Balaram. Following them inside were Rohini and other women and men of Raj and a number of attendants inside. So Rohini, we all know, Rohini also stayed in Raj in the same way as Krishna and Krishna stayed it. Balaram and Krishna were grown up in Raj together. And Krishna's every pastime is known to Rohini. Therefore, all the Vrishnis and Yadus wanted, when they wanted Krishna's pastime, only they used to ask the Rohini how Krishna was doing in Raj. So Rohini was there, other family friends were there also inside the tent. Inside, Nanda Baba and Yashoda took their two boys on the laps. Again, despite having heard the glories of the true lords of the Dwaraka, and despite seeing the opulences now before their eyes, Nanda and Yashoda looked upon them as if they were only still little babies. That is what mood of the mother. Mother always take the children like a little boy, having no knowledge of the material world. So that is motherly love. Okay. So here the separation is essential for advancing the bhakti. So here the more in the other places, the Acharya they glorify how Nanda Baba and Yashoda and the entire Brajavasis were feeling separation. But they say that it is not in the Bhagavatam. Some in the Brajavasis they glorify it. When Akrura came, when Uddhav came to Vrindavan, he wanted to inquire where is the house of Nanda Baba and Yashoda. When I asked him, Rajavasi said, okay, can you see this water coming, the small? Yes, just follow this water, how it is coming, and finally you will find that that is the house of Nanda Baba. How the water, since Krishna left Braj, Yashoda Maya is just crying. The tears coming from her eyes are this water coming. So their separations are always crying or weeping and feeling separation from Krishna. What we have to learn is also that much separation we feel from Krishna, then we will also, our life become perfect. We are most mesmerized with the material world. For some time we see Krishna Balaram very nice. But the moment we turn away from here, we forget. It naturally happens. We are materially affected. So, what we have to get any chapter in the Bhagavad-gita is to give how the devotees can constantly remember Krishna, taking the example of the pure devotees. Bhagavatam is nothing. Application of the principles in the Bhagavad-gita are Vedas. Vedas, they know stories, just a philosophy. Bhagavad-gita, we know. Is there any story? No story, only philosophy. But how to apply that philosophy in our life? In the school we see so many mathematics, sometimes principles we don't understand, but teacher explain how to apply that principles. Theorems are there, how you apply the theorems. In the same way, the instruction given Bhagavad Gita and the Vedas, how to apply in the life of a common man. And that gives the Puranas. Puranas are nothing but the history of the pure devotees or about the Supreme Lord. Pure devotees are not different from the Supreme Lord. That's why in the Bhagavatam also sometimes says, Bhagavan Vacha. Though Narad Maharshi is not a Lord, but says the Bhagavan Narada Vacha. When they come, so they are considered at par with the Supreme Lord. When we hear that past tense of such a personality, we also get inspiration. Oh, when Rishabdev Maharaj was a king, Parikshit was a king, but still the family, still they are able to perform such a pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Why can't we do it? So that's why the Bhagavatam or any other scriptures are nothing, giving the example how to apply the philosophy into the day-to-day life of a common personality. So that's why everybody stressed on reading the scripture Puranas rather than the Vedas. Vedas cannot be understood by ourselves just by reading. You try to read it, we can't understand anything. But when we read the Bhagavatam, we can understand. But the reading the Bhagavatam or any Puranas must be read by, we must hear from the devotees. Kapila Maharshi what says, Satam prasangam virya samvido. The same story you can see practically. Before you take the initiation, you are reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam also. Devotees, those who are in the process of initiation. Before initiation also, we all are reading. But our understanding was different. When after initiation, when we read the same books again, our understanding will change. Practically you investigate yourself, inquest, you will see it. It is the process by when we follow that process, we understand. Reading will not help us unless the Lord reveal Himself to us. The 10th chapter, 11th verse, what the Lord Krishna says to Arjuna? Tesham evan kampartha ham ajnanajam tama nashayami atma bhavasto jnana rupena dahasana. The 10th verse, Lord says that dadami buddhi yogam te yena mam upayanti te. I give those who always remember me that intelligence by which they will come to me. How we will give that intelligence? So 11th verse says that Tesham evan kampartha, showing my anukampa mercy, I give them the knowledge. Being super soul, I destroy the ignorance and reveal the knowledge. Depending upon surrender and following the regulatory principles and under the guidance of the Vaishnavas, when we read it, our understanding will be different than what we understand before our coming to the process. That's why in all scriptures they say that one should take into the process of following what the process is, taking shelter. In the material education also you can see it. If you are not registered in the school and you are reading all the books, do they allow you to sit in the examination? No. You may be knowing all perfectly, but you are not qualified. but you have to register. In the same way, the spiritual life also, one has to take the shelter of spiritual master and parampara. Proposters on again and again. Then understanding will be different. As Krishna says that, by my showing their mercy, I reveal myself to the devotees in the relation to the how much is surrender. How much we are following the regulatory principles, how much we are surrendered. In the same relation, Lord will reveal Himself. That's why so many acharyas wrote commentary on the Bhagavatam. But nobody says, this is final. Sridhar Swami wrote it, Vishwanath Thakur. So many acharyas are there, they are writing. But nobody can say that, because the revelation of the Supreme Lord, it depends upon one's surrender and purity in the same way. And the Lord is the infinity, Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. How we can know that infinity with our finite mind? But to the extent we surrender, purify, to that extent Lord will reveal Himself to the devotee and put in writing. So here also we can see to the extent that Brajavasis were fully surrendered to the Lord, constantly remembering the Lord, showing the mercy, they were present there. We stop here. Any question? Welcome. Okay. We stop here. श्रीमद् भागवत पुराण की जय, जगत गुरु शिला प्रपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की